I'm always down for a World War II movie. I don't care if it's an action movie or not. I love that era so much that I'll watch it as long as it takes place between 1933 and 1945. I've gotten myself into trouble with this attitude a few times in the past, but who knows? This is a film about one of the many assassination attempts on Hitler, so it might be good. If you're dead set on this movie being the assassination attempt on Hitler's story that the trailer sold you, I'm sorry to say you've already lost.
You can't say that to me.
Bonhoeffer is a biopic about the man the film is named after. Dietrich Bonhoeffer was a young preacher that was living in Germany during the rise of Nazism. He had very strong objections to Hitler's nationalist policies taking place, specifically with the church, because he's a man that objectively was more connected with reality than his fellow Germans at the time.
That's fair.
That's really it. You watch this man's life play out during the events of World War II. Yes, this film has an assassination attempt, but it's not the point. The point is to see the perspective of people who lived through Nazi Germany and hated it from the start. Just a heads up, while I was preparing for this review, I saw this movie was denounced by the living relatives of Mr. Bonhoeffer and the Bonhoeffer Society, which I was not aware of their existence. Still, this movie evidently isn't accurate. When I watch historical films, I don't expect them to be accurate, so I don't really care. But if that's a deal breaker for you, there you go.
Thanks, I guess.
Historical accuracy aside, the message of Bonhoeffer hits with me. I like watching people doing the right thing. It's hard to remember that there were people in Germany watching their way of life crumbling around them. They show that in a hauntingly poignant way in a couple of scenes. The excellent performances help with that. Specifically the lead, Jonas Dazier. I have no idea how to pronounce this man's name. I tried to figure it out, couldn't find a video, I'm sorry. Anyway, I haven't seen him before, but I hope to see him in more roles. His drive to fight the Nazi cause is uplifting, and Jonas earns your attention. These are all good things. With that, I hate to inform you that the film takes a long time to get going.
It's always something. If it's not one thing, it's another.
I'm sorry, but it does. It takes a long time to get going. You don't even feel like you're watching the movie you paid for until the third act. In the meantime, you watch an interesting figure live his life as his morals and values are being rejected en masse. It's well acted, well directed, and well shot, but the pacing kinda sucks. If that sounds like entertainment to you, this is the movie you should catch at a matinee this upcoming weekend. And I happen to be one of those people.
What a dork.
I feel like I was honest about all my biases for how much I like films like this throughout the review, so if your biases happen to line up with mine, that should be your gauge on if you should see this or not. Even if it's inaccurate, I hope that a film's historical aspects inspire me to investigate what really happened. Bonhoeffer does that. Niche is the word to use to describe this one. I hope you see it because the message is worth your time. It got my recommendation, so it's only appropriate to apologize. So yeah, my condolences to the Bonhoeffer family and society. I genuinely wish them all the best. And as always, thank you for your time.